Alright, so we've had a lot of time off work lately, and I haven't really been able to use the time effectively for photography because it's been really cloudy. But we've got some clear skies way up north and some Bordeaux 3 skies. And we're going to head up there and see if we can set the telescope up and capture something cool. Real dark skies. It's up in the middle of the Huron National Forest. So we'll check back in once we find a good spot and hopefully have something to report. Espen's coming with me. Got my wingman. He's eating plastic. Alright, so we made it deep into the heart of the Huron National Forest. Dr. Crumley is setting up the tent. My son Espen is being helpful. We found a pretty nice clearing here. Got the 925 set up. We're going to try to see if we can differentiate the different parts of the Atlas comet and various other things. Espen found some more something, so we'll get back to you. Alright, so it's 5 o'clock. The sky is starting to brighten a little bit. I need to go out there and shoot some flats, but it is so cold I don't want to. I got some subs on the Atlas comet here. I was hoping, I didn't spend too long on it. I was hoping to differentiate the chunks of it as it's breaking up here, but it's, you can tell, here's an integrated version of the data. You can tell it's definitely deformed. There's, you know, multiple junk going on here, but I couldn't see, I couldn't see separate chunks. But yeah, you can tell it's busting up pretty good there. Yeah, I've only got an hour on it, so the integration doesn't look that great. There's quite a bit of blobs. I don't know if I'm going to bother trying to make a really nice picture out of this. You see my Canon banding here, the notorious Canon banding. That's nasty. But yeah, it's still got a real long tail on it. So I'll get to work on this, and but I suffered from something I want to talk about, and I'm gonna call it target frenzy, because the sky was so dark. I'm gonna open up a sub here just to give you a an idea. The sky was so dark that you know, my sub exposures were looking better than my finished images of these targets used to look. So it felt like such an amazing opportunity that I was kind of like, well, should I shoot this? Should I shoot this? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what should I do? What should I do? And so in the future, I am going to make a plan, and I am going to stick to it, because I lost time screwing around. So yeah, I should have had a plan. I should have had targets ready to go, and I should not have been trying to decide in the heat of the moment what to shoot. But yeah, that looks so good for just one sub. This is a 7-minute sub. The night was not without its share of problems. I had a setting ticked that caused me to lose about an hour on the Cigar Galaxy. I run the OnStep system by Howard Dutton, and I ticked there's an atmospheric refraction compensation setting in there, and it helps with visual, but it fights with the guiding. And I'll show you. Normally, if just right ascension is on, it's fine, but if I may have actually just deleted these files because I probably didn't want to mess with them. 720. No, these are the ones. So you'll notice that the stars in these are oblong, up and down. The declination was bouncing, and that was the atmospheric compensation fighting with the guiding. So that's heartbreaking. I lost about an hour on this. This was looking amazing, and then I botched a bunch of 12-minute exposures with that setting. By the time I realized it, it was, you know, a lot of the night was gone. So that was sad, but I'm hoping I got enough on it in general that I'll be able to make a nice picture. I might be able to try to use deconvolution on those. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the data was just incredible. Next time I will go up with a plan and make better use of my time. But the bottom line from last night was this guy was just out of this world. I mean, you've never seen anything like a Bortle 2 sky. So one website said it was Bortle 3, one website said it was Bortle 2. I was out in a Bortle 2 in West Cliff, Colorado, and this was definitely that level, maybe more. I mean, the stars were casting a shadow. You know, the ground. It was a new moon, and you could see a slight shadow on the ground just from the starlight. It was just incredible. So you know, if you can get out to a dark sky, you absolutely have to. It's hard work. It is work, but it is so worth it. It's so tempting to just do it from the yard and be like, oh, you know, this is good enough. I'll just take more subs, but no, nothing beats that. You know, one 7-minute exposure out in a sky like that, like, blows my whole night away out here in a Bortle 6. And that's only a 3.5 hour drive away from me, and there's plenty of room out there to camp, so I'm gonna bring the family up there in the camper one of these days, soon, hopefully, as soon as we get some warmer weather. I'm not gonna have my 3-year-old out in a 19-degree night freezing to death in a camper. Here's the Atlas Comet, Y4 Art Thou Breaking Up Atlas. Here's one chunk, and then you see it's coming down like this. It's obviously a big mess. I was hoping to be able to see like individual pieces of it, but not quite. If you kind of avert your eyes, it almost looks like there's something here and something here, like two little thingamajiggers right there. Maybe not. Damian Peach had a great picture, and he used some deconvolution, and he kind of resolved a shape like that out of it, and that's kind of what I'm picking up, but I don't know enough about deconvolution to try to use it. But yeah, it's still beautiful, even though it's busted up. I don't know if you can pick it up on YouTube, but the tail's way out there, and it's much more streamlined now. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But yeah, that's Atlas breaking up, and I guess the new Swan Comet is breaking up already. That's disappointing. But this is what I spent most of the evening on. M82. Really happy with the way this dust came out. I wish I would have just done this all night instead of bouncing around, because I could have really pulled some detail out of this dust, you know, exploding out of it. But I didn't, because I was hopping around like an idiot. And I never noticed how busy it is just north of it. There are a ton of little galaxies up here. I'm going crazy here. Yeah, all these little, I mean, I'm pretty sure these are galaxies. Yeah, that is a really busy little area. I wonder, must be some kind of cluster. Yeah, there are a lot of little fuzzies around here. There's quite a few over on this side too. But anyways, yeah, that's M82. That was about 4 hours of integration. I should have put about 6 on it. But yeah, 4 hours. And I've had a really hard time getting the color to balance out of that full spectrum 7D. Everything's orange. I didn't work as hard on this one. And the comet came out nice and green, but you know, all the stars in the background, it's all just kind of a muddy orange. And I had to work really hard to get the color to balance in this image, and you know, I really haven't done that much work with it. So I'm sure as I get better, get more experienced, I know steps to take right away to get the color in the ballpark. But yeah, get to a dark sky if you can. Clear skies.